Hello, this is Coach Lydia Knight, and we are ending eating disorders and freeing women from every cage. And freedom is being able to get clothes that fit. So sizes are a really interesting thing. We could certainly dive into that about how, sizes, even though it's the same size in like fabric and dimensions, are smaller than they used to be in like the number of the size, and just how, with women's clothing and the diet industry and the oppression of women, like how all of that plays together. But just touching on that, buying clothes that fit is such a wonderful thing. And the sizes of our clothing, I have a consistent size because I'm at my set point weight, right? So I'm at my set point weight. I'm at a really healthy place for me. I have been for years and years because that's part of freedom. And so all of the clothes in my closet fit me, and they're all one size. I don't have 12 different sizes of clothing. But when it comes to numbers, although everything in my closet is like the same size, like the size that fits my body, there's things that say on the number of the size it's this, and then another one that's like add 10 to that, and it's the same size of clothing, but it says a different number as the size. So although there's a big variance there, having clothes that fit means that you're not looking at the number, that you're asking, do I feel good in this? Does this fit my body? And I know that back in my crazy days with food and body, I would be in really, really uncomfortable clothes because with all of the binging, then I was gaining weight, and then my clothes weren't fitting, but it felt like the ultimate, most horrible, heart-wrenching failure to buy clothes with a bigger size. To look at the tag on my jeans and for that to be a higher number than it was before felt like the ultimate failure. Like, I would rather wear clothes that were cutting into my sides and making me feel horrible and bring me to tears. I would rather wear clothes that were too small than to bring myself down to the level of buying a bigger size, because I was really captive to that number. And freedom is really getting clothing that feels good to you, that you get to try it on, and it doesn't matter what the number is inside, that number doesn't define you, that it's just, oh, this clothing fits, so I'm going to wear it, or I'm going to buy it, or I'm going to, decide on this based off of how I feel versus based off of whatever the meaning this number has. Because on the side of freedom, that number has no meaning. So for your next step to freedom, go to lifewithlydia.com.